It's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the LA Chargers. Thanks so much to everyone tuning in from around the world. Kate, Scott, and Brock Hewitt here with you. And also joining us once again, Brock, are those Philadelphia Eagles. Champions last year, dominating the perennial favorite Chiefs. And now they're facing a new test as they look to repeat.
This is supposed to be a league of parity, Kate. And these Eagles, they just find a way to be on this stage time after time. Winning that Lombardi last February. So much of this team remains the same. The front office continues to build at the line of scrimmage now. They just got to break out that blueprint they used last season and get the job done tonight.
It's time to crown a champion. We are officially away in the Super Bowl. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back of the 27. But here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments you just go back in that backyard as a kid and close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
He was looking for A.J. Brown there, and that'll bring up second down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Ritz gets it out wide, complete. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hurts throwing again. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field.
And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles. That we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Drive play straight ahead. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Herbert. It's caught. This is Lad McConkey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st down, they'll run. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the 1st down play.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling-out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Eagles about set to get going for their 2nd drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. go far.
To A.J. Brown. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Completed left side to Smith. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
To number 6, Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to run for it. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches. Motion man left is Brown. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First down. 1st and 10.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And on first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
At the 25-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get 6 more on their early advantage. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
14. Chargers 3.
it's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
On return, here comes Davis. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And they'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Tackle made by the rookie Andrew Makuba. That's 1 quarter gone on the biggest stage of them all, the Super Bowl. The scoreboard reads 14-3. More from Santa Clara coming up. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They start with 2nd and 6. From the 32. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
On 3rd down, Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hand off to the back. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They send the tight end in motion. Back-to-back carries here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
The tackle made back.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Ladd McConkey. And that brings up 4th and short.
4th down.
Another look for him, Brock. And hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he goes down to avoid a hit, so give him a gain of close to 4. That's going to set up second down.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 28. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles push their lead to 18.
Eagles 21, Chargers 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. First and 10, Herbert. They send it in the hands of Will Dissly. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Play action now for Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Completed to his running back. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Handoff down to the receiver. Continuing to dig. He's inside the 25. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
11 more yards.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Everybody wants wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Last two passes haven't worked out. Another one likely coming. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Justin Herbert with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers make it an 11-point ball game.
Eagles 21, Chargers 10. Cameron
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Eagles and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. They go play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Hurts looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Takes it in at the 21. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Man in motion, headed right. There's a dive up the middle. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
This will bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Chargers looking down a very long field. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's a pickup of 9. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Hits it through the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
It's Herbert once more. Going to the left side, and Johnston has it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Johnston. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Herbert throwing again. That one's nabbed by Allen. It's an LA touchdown. The Chargers make it a one-score game before halftime. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Tiburon now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4.
Chargers 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dukes out a one-stop. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On first down, Hurts finds him over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hurts on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 35-yard line.
They're set up at the 35 now. Hurts throwing again. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
To A.J. Brown. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Elliott connects there. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One final shot before the half. It is cut left side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. So we've reached the half here in the Super Bowl, and we know our pal Scott Hansen has been watching intently. He's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Final halftime adjustments of the season are out of the way. It's time to put them into action here. Quarter 3 of the Super Bowl is underway. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Herbert now off the play fake. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Number 15, Lad McConkey. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Tight end going in motion here. From the 32. That's complete to Johnston, now right. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Sending him on the dive. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA first down.
That's another Chargers first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at him and go make a point.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. He finds space for a few yards that time. Andrew Nakuba attacking to make that stop.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
My goodness, was that some kind of speed off the edge. There's only a handful of tackles in this league that have the lateral movement to stay in front of an end like that. It may be time for this quarterback to start mixing up his cadence, his count, certainly making sure this defensive end can't get off the way that he has.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First down, a run with Barkley. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And the defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's what an offensive player never wants to see, a defender just waiting for him on the edge. At that point, the play's dead. And good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Short side option here. He's running left. Big play. Pushes them beyond midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They go to Barkley again. Breaks the tackle, Green grabs ahead. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He finds Dotson left side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. This throw is caught. And they are
down and short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on fourth. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His third total score in this game. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
31. Chargers 17.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Good work so far. He's got room. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. He finds Johnston. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play. Because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. On a quick slant, it's Johnston. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. The handoff on 3rd and short. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care if you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie. You can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Playing with Vidal out of the gun. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Need a better result than that last run. They just get the play off. He finds McConkey. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season. That's the end of 3 in Super Bowl 59. It's Chargers football. They'll try to erase the deficit here to win that elusive first title. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Mahomes back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
7-yard gain.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Dumped off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves, and you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
31. Chargers 24.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Hurts now from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Hurts the throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he takes it down to the 33. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And an Eagles 1st first down. First and 10 at the
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
They've got a man in motion. They go play fake with Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
21 more yards. That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A play fake now Hurts to throw. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Eagles 38, Chargers 24. Jake Elliott.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he stopped on the run back of the 27. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Throwing on first is Herbert. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Finds his fullback. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Out wide, it's Allen. And he's brought down at the line.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it.
2nd and 10.
They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They send a man in motion. It's Herbert once more. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and just 2 to go. Now Herbert again. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, It's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. They'll run for this. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
I think sometimes you hear 4th and 2 and it sounds like it's short, but what if I said 4th and 6 feet? That's a little bit more, and it takes a surge just like that to get it done.
1st and 10, Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers now within 1 score in the 4th. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Tiburon now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
38, Chargers 31.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Gibson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. Well, that touchdown, Brock, certainly has to make him reevaluate some things now. With this small of a lead and all 3 timeouts remaining on that other sideline, what are you thinking? Work the clock, or do you get aggressive for a score?
Honestly, Kate, we think through these game management situations, but as a player, you are just living in the present. Execute every play to the best of your possibilities, and you know offensively, this game right now is in your hands.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally Finally, this defense has an answer.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Looking to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Herbert from the gun. Finds him on the slant. And he has them a first down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Setting up to pass. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off on McWilliams. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. The Eagles take a knee. They're going to let the seconds tick away in this win. And the Eagles have flown back to that mountaintop, partner, repeating as Super Bowl champions. Well, as we all remember, last year, such a memorable game in its own right, seeing them deny Kansas City that three-peat. And now this game's going to sit right next to it in Eagles lore, repeating as champions and claiming their third now Super Bowl title.
And we know how hard it is to do, right? Especially in this sport where everything is set up for you not to get back on this stage. The draft and free agency and schedule and all of it. And yet they've overcome it. They've overcome it with stability. They've overcome it with tremendous players. And in that Philly market, they know how to play some physical football.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock Heward and myself, that's going to do it on another